Hey internet, how's it going? Welcome to another episode of the Jongravesshow. I'm talking to everybody about World Trigger episode 47, and yeah, the battle of this episode, it does pretty much end, or at least like the battle of the bullets in this case, pretty much ends in a very crazy way of Natsu pretty much taking out just about all of her opponents. She took out, of course, she took out Taichi, she took out Osamu, and also she took out, I think his name was Tatsuya. She took out all three of them, and pretty much, However, technically she did die herself because she did get wounded by Tatsuya before she had to go out. So pretty much the points were awarded to him. And this is sort of like a back and forth thing, which I've been talking about for a good while now. Of a lot of people really don't give Osamu a lot of credit in terms of whatever in the fuck like he pretty much presents into the battlefield, because I forget this guy's name. Ninomiya, in this case, as he was watching Osamu's match, just like most of the other higher-ups and so on and so forth, as they constantly keep on saying, it's like, listen, Osamu doesn't have the supposed skills to match up with all of them. However, even though he may have like perfect planning, and he plays like, or at least like he uses his weakness as an advantage to sort of like get sneak attacks in upon people. Even though he does sort of fight dirty, they still sort of say like, well, now if Natsu, she pretty much wanted to, she could have like just steamrolled him like right off the bat. And that's the thing of like when like he says that Chika and Osamu pretty much really aren't the best members for Yuma to have. But realistically, looking at it, it's like sure you can steamroll it, but I'm like just going like all the way back, going all the way back to when Yuma, when he had to fight that old dude, like when he did have his black trigger activated. I mean, honestly, even with his super skills and whatnot, he still could have, like, if he didn't have like his Triton body he has right now, he would have fucking died. And there's no fucking joke, and there is no joke about that. And that's sort of looking at like this thing now. It's like I understand the fact of like that, of like power is supposed to be like a major aspect of this thing, and also teams and plans and so on and so forth. I mean like no matter how good Nasu was, even she got pretty much shot before she took out Tatsuya. So really, it's not really a thing to look at. Yuma is the most impressive like hand-to-hand combatant like to pop up in the wars in a good while. Of course, we all know that. Chika is pretty much like blowing everybody out of the water based upon how much power she has. But honestly, realistically speaking though, with her being a sniper, it really isn't wise for her to really be a sniper, because again, if like she misses a shot, then I mean like it would be wise though if like they also gave her like an asteroid or something like that to sort of like use that as like a protection field to sort of keep people back if like they do find her. But honestly, it's like looking at how things are, it's like she's fine for what she is. Osamu, he may not have like the best combat combat skill, but he is proving to show that he is one of the more smarter characters in this series, or at least it's something to where that most of the major members go around their like early 20s to their late teens, or now from 14 to 21. That's pretty much like the range of members in which that we have to deal with. And honestly, really looking at like that, and honestly looking at those range of characters, it's like some of them can be a bit cocky. I mean, like, I'm sort of looking at Ninomiya, and even though he was on a and even though he was sort of right to say that Osamu, he may prove man to be like one of their biggest problems, like in actual combat. Best case scenario, he is their brain. So really is like, if you target him or not, it really doesn't matter. The only real thing in which that he can do now is just possibly become a better shooter or find a way to make his trying better. That's about it. Which I don't think that there's a way to even do that. I think that like once you're born with it, that's just what you have. There is no way to make it better. Nothing like that, unless you enter a training room, which gives you unlimited. But that is what I got to say about that. Please tell me what you think about this down there in the comment section. Catch you guys on the next John Grave Show. Please keep watching anime, keep playing video games. I'm out.